In this new episode on my channel, I want to talk about how you can stop putting things off and guarantee your success with anything. Anything, you might ask? Yes, anything. At least anything you want. I'm Carsten Küstner from hypnoticintent.com. I've been teaching hypnosis for over 12 years and working with clients for over 15 years. And I'm very glad to have helped many clients overcome their struggles and turning their lives from failure to success. I am a human being, so I really have started also with myself and really turned my life around in many ways. And I would like to share my experiences here as well. And if you would like to have some guidance, feel free to take away from these videos whatever you want to take away. And I hope there's something in there for everyone. Welcome here. A wise Kung Fu master once told me, if you have stopped 100 times, you've done something, but then you've quit 100 times, then start again for the 101st time until you stop quitting. There's something very deep and true to that. We just need to stop quitting. Well, quitting itself is not a problem. The real problem is when you don't even start. And if you've quit before, just start all over. When we never start, of course, we cannot get anywhere. And sometimes we are already in our mind when we want to do something, we're starting to overthink things. But stop that. Stop the thinking and just go into the doing. Now, if you're overwhelmed and don't know where to start, there's a simple trick. First, acknowledge where you are. Just situate yourself fully in the here and now. See where you are. What are you looking at? I'm looking at the walls, this house, the windows. Through the windows, I see the trees. I hear the wind outside. It's quite windy today. What do I feel? I may feel a little bit anxious or nervous. That's okay. When I decided to do this episode, I didn't know what to talk about because there are so many topics I want to start this channel with. There's so many things we can do with hypnosis, which I would like to get into in future episodes. But this time I felt a little bit overwhelmed and nervous about which topic to choose. So I thought, all right, let's practice what I preach. Let's start where I am. Let's speak about feeling overwhelmed, and let's speak about feeling nervous and not knowing exactly where to start. And of course, I already knew then where to start. I knew what to speak about. From once you've situated yourself in your surroundings and you're fully there, then you can take one little step from there. I made some notes about this video, for example. That was my little step. And then I enjoyed what I was writing. I was enjoying that little step. So the third thing, basically, I'll be talking about 5 points, I would say. So the first point was you have to start. The second point is if you feel overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, get clear of where you are. Just get present, just in whatever way. It could be that you get present in your body. The third is take one small step. Now, we're starting to overthink a lot of times, even before we start, but even after we start. Now we're starting to think we need to take big steps, or we are starting to think, what do I have to do tomorrow to make this work, the week after? So we're in our minds, we're building a future, but that future is filled with tasks, with things to do, and that seems impossible in the moment, which it actually is impossible to do all that in the moment. But the thing is, the future doesn't exist. The future is a mirage. You can trust that your future is only in your mind. There will be something coming, but you don't know what's coming. And if you don't enjoy the moment, if you don't enjoy the little step you're taking right now, then my tip is to slow down. Slow down and learn to enjoy whatever step you're taking. So right now I'm filming this video. I'm slowing down to enjoy what I'm doing, right? To enjoy my speaking to you, to enjoy you watching this. I'm imagining you watching this. I am hearing my voice And I'm just enjoying the moment of taking this video. So I'm taking a little pause here on this third step before moving on to the next. So yes, enjoy the step you're taking. That goes for any step, by the way. You can use this for anything you want to do. The fourth thing is stop trying to be good. It's a little bit related to taking a small step, but it's also a little bit different. I've learned that a long time ago when I didn't like public speaking. I wanted to speak, I wanted to be teaching, but I didn't know how to do this. I felt always awkward in front of people. I didn't know what to say. In parties, I had no idea. I wouldn't talk to people. I would listen a lot to people, which was also a good thing, but I didn't know what to say. That was because I tried to be good. I thought what I needed to say something of interest. I would have to say something that's in some way exceptional. Well, then I noticed when I started speaking without trying to be good, people were interested in what I had to say. Because intrinsically, we all have something interesting to say and to do. Whatever task you want to tackle, by the way, could be anything, right? It could be learning something. It could be learning to play the guitar. It could be learning a new recipe. It could be talking to your spouse about something important. Whatever it is you want to get better at, or you want to endeavor, you want to tackle, you want to get through with, you want to leave behind you, whatever it is, don't try and be good. I almost lost my train of thought. Maybe I did actually, but I think it doesn't matter because I think you're really getting the point. When you stop trying to be good, you're just trying to be mediocre, to be kind of normal, then the best will over time come out of you. It's actually the best that you can give in the moment anyway. There's a Zen saying, in Zen Buddhism, it goes, ordinary mind is the way. Ordinary mind is the way. And at first I didn't like this so much because I didn't want to be ordinary. Over time I learned that when I'm ordinary in the moment and I can enjoy this moment being ordinary, then it starts becoming exceptional. It's not so ordinary anymore. I see the little nuances, the beauty in the moment, the beauty in what's happening right now. As you're watching this video, just see the beauty of what's going on around you and what you're picking up. Hopefully you're picking up something of value for you with this. But the beauty is in the ordinary. It's not an exceptional thing I'm presenting here. It's quite normal information, but I hope it will have an exceptional effect on you. So that's the fourth thing. Don't try and be good. The fifth point, I want to round this off with two hypnosis principles really that I want to introduce. One is called, some call it the blackjack rule. It's not something that people normally know about. The blackjack rule basically says in hypnosis, we want to give suggestions to people and we want those suggestions to work for people. So in the blackjack rule says, repeat the suggestion. Why do we have to repeat a suggestion? Well, because we want to reach the unconscious mind, not just the conscious mind, but the unconscious mind. And the unconscious mind reacts to patterns. It's very good at pattern recognition. Now, if we just suggest something one time, then the unconscious mind cannot really recognize any pattern. If you do it twice, maybe a pattern starts to emerge. If you do something 21 times, like in blackjack, if you repeat something that often, the unconscious mind really gets it. And when the unconscious mind gets a pattern, for example, if there is a task that you want to that you want to get done with, or that you want to get good at, a skill that you want to learn, then you need the unconscious mind on board. Otherwise, you always have to consciously think about it. And again, it's that burden again you put onto yourself. You are already using so much energy with your brain, but if your unconscious mind takes over, there's not so much energy you need. So by repeating a task, the unconscious mind will start first noticing it's important to you, and then actually taking over. It will recognize the pattern of what there is to do, and it will by itself fill in the blanks of what is needed. So it will make your life easier when you start repeating a task. Now, the last thing I want to leave you with is another rule in hypnosis, and it's actually a principle, and it's called fractionation. Fractionation means I'm not diving in fully and just being there all the time. It's actually something we do as a hypnotist, when I hypnotize somebody. I don't put somebody in hypnosis and just leave them there. I put them in hypnosis, and then I make the trance a little bit lighter again. I make it deeper again. I make it lighter again. I make it deeper again. And rather quickly, again, the unconscious mind picks up the pattern, and it will deepen the trance by itself. I don't have to do it anymore. The unconscious mind will make it happen. So clients can experience these deep and profound and beautiful trances within 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There's not much I have to do by using this fractionation technique. Now, you can use this when you want to learn a skill or you get something done. You want to go do the task, whatever it is, and then you also want to consciously take a break, consciously go into the task again and make a conscious note. Oh, now I'm doing the task, and then, all right, I'm now taking a break from the task consciously again. After a while, your unconscious mind will pick up the pattern, and it will do the task for you. It will learn what's necessary. It will fill in the blanks. It will start doing for you what you thought was difficult, and it will start becoming easy. You've had an experience like that before. Probably you've learned to drive a car, or at least you've learned to walk. You've learned to read and write. Those are tasks that in the beginning are extremely difficult, and you have to pay a lot of attention, put a lot of energy into learning those tasks. After a while, well, now for sure, you're walking around and you're not thinking about walking. When you want to go to the post office, you want to walk there, you just think to yourself, I want to walk to the post office, and you just do it. You're not thinking about the walking. Now, success is similar. Success can become an unconscious act. And this is important. Success can become an unconscious act for you. So success becomes unconscious and normal for you. If you dip into success a little bit, and then it's okay, you can have your off days and dip out and be conscious about it, then you do your task again. You dive into whatever it is you're learning you want to do again, and you'll have another success. And then you dip out again, then you have another success. And over time, your unconscious mind will pick up the pattern and will say, success is important to this person. Let's see how we can get success done without so much conscious struggle and without so much exertion of energy. Things will start becoming normal. Success will start becoming normal for you. And that's how you can be successful and guarantee your success in any task that you really want, in anything that you really want. You can be successful. Now, in order to make this easy for you, I have recorded an audio, a hypnosis audio, that helps you make a decision of where you want to go and keeps you going long enough and helps you keep going until the unconscious mind can do it for you and can give you success. If you want to go down to the description, I put a link there. I think the audio is called, Find Your Freedom. And it's a free audio where you just sign up to my mailing list, and then you will get the audio mailed to you, or you will have a download button there. So that should help you. And the other thing is, if you don't succeed all the time, that's part of the fractionation game, right? It's okay to have a success and then kind of have a little bit of a setback. Be conscious about it and then begin again. By the way, I recorded a little audio or video poetry called Begin Again, and I'll leave a link here, or this is the video where you can get some motivation to begin again whenever that is necessary. But for the real good stuff, go to the audio, listen to it, and yes, please start now to be successful.